Hello and welcome to Ayurveda, your destination for holistic nutrition, where I integrate the concepts of modern nutrition with the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda to deliver the most personalized and customized nutrition advice and diet planning for a range of lifestyle diseases these days. So let us look at the importance of meal timings and why we need to keep them regular. Meal timings are often overlooked, but one of the most important aspects of having an overall well being and nutritional status optimum. To maintain long term health and good functioning of the body, you need to have regular meal timings. Our body is programmed like that. Just as we wake up regular at a certain time and sleep at a regular time, we need to train our bodies to eat at regular times as well. This was very common in the past, but nowadays, because of busy schedules, people are not able to consume food at the same time every day. But the body does not know this. Your body is programmed such that it works optimally only when the meal timings are regular, just as any other reflex. So this ensures long-term well-being and your skin and hair glow very well. If you're looking at a 3-meal plan, the ideal timings are your breakfast should be between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Your lunch should be between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. And your dinner should be ideally between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. That is around the time of sunset. Now, if you're looking at a 2-meal plan, just as how most youngsters do these days, like intermittent fasting and weight loss plan and all that, the ideal brunch, which is between breakfast and lunch, should be about 11 a.m. and your dinner should be ideally around 6 p.m. So this will ensure that your Jataragni or your metabolic fire is maintained constant. Now, why is this important? Why should you maintain Jataragni optimal? Because your Jataragni is at the seat of your metabolism and is the foundation of all health. So for that to be alive, up and running, you need to feed it regularly. Just as you need fuel to keep a fire alive, your body needs food. Food is your fuel. So you need to feed it at regular intervals so that the fire is kept alive. Not because you need energy for the entire day, but you need to feed that fire. Otherwise, the fire diminishes. For example, if you skip your breakfast between 7 and 9 a.m., which is your regular timings, even if you eat it at a later time, that won't be processed as optimally as it would be regularly. So if that fire is diminished, that will reflect in your absorption of the food that you're going to take at later time during the day, like lunch. And if you skip the lunch, that's going to be even worse. The food won't be absorbed optimally. And these days, we see a lot of people consuming heavy foods after skipping their lunch and having sometime late at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Your body is not ready to take that amount of food. So to understand this, there is some very exciting, or let me say, a very interesting concept in Ayurveda that is that of Agnis. Agni is nothing but the metabolic conversion rate. You can correlate with that. So you have about 13 Agnis in your body. One I already spoke about is the Jataragni. That is the digestive fire. That is the first fire that needs to be switched on to activate the all other fires that are there. So the rest of the 12 Agnis are, there are 5 Bhutagnis. Bhutagnis are nothing but the elemental fire. The Sankhya philosophy believes that all of the life on earth and all of the matter in the universe is composed of the same 5 elements, even though in their gross and subtle forms. The Akasha or space element or the sky element we call the air, the fire, the water, and the earth elements are common to all forms of life, including us and the food that we eat. So when you consume food, these bhutagnis that are present in your body in their subtle forms are responsible for absorbing that little element, corresponding element in the food. For example, you have millets. Millets are composed of your air and space element. So the Akasha Agni and the Vayu Agni within your body are responsible for, taking their corresponding nutritive part, the essence. If you're taking watermelons, that is rich in water. So the fire that is responsible to absorb the water element in the food is the apas agni. Like that, you have corresponding bhutas in every kind of food that you consume. So isn't this exciting? So this is the profound way in which Ayurveda looks at nutrition. So once these agnis absorb their corresponding nutritive essences, they are ready to be absorbed by the tissues. The nutritive essence is ready to be absorbed by the tissues. So this tissue concept, there are again 7 tissues in the body, and each tissue comes with its own respective fire. Then dhatus, which can be correlated to the tissues. So your rasa can be equated to the plasma, rakta with the blood or the circulatory system, mamsa, the muscular system, the meda, the adipose tissue or the fat, the storage tissue, and asti, which is the bone tissue, majja, the bone marrow, and shukra, which is ultimately the reproductive tissue. So if you understand, this essence passes from one tissue to the other, ultimately reaching the reproductive tissue. Now, in the case of fertility problems, for example, this is compromised because the nutritive essence is not reaching there properly. So if you take care of the meal timings, which is one of the many factors, but if you take care of the meal timings, that will directly reflect in the quality of your reproductive tissue as well, the quality of your egg, the sperm, other functions as well. So the order of nourishment is exactly in the way which I told you right now. So first it goes from plasma, then blood, then muscle, then fat, then bone, bone marrow, and the reproductive tissue. So this is how beautifully it is presented in Ayurveda. So it is only important to maintain the Jataragni strong, and the Jataragni is the main switch that puts your Bhutagnis and the Dhattvagnis in order, in function. So that can be easily regularized if you stick to the meal timings. So this is one of the many aspects of nutrition we look at from the point of Ayurveda. So if you're looking for nutritional advice and if you're facing any issues such as lifestyle diseases, please reach out to me and I would be happy to solve your queries and help you out. Thank you.